Hello and welcome back to Baker Brews. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Donna. I'm a stay-at-home mom to two boys, and I am homeschooling one of them here. Well, I'm homeschooling both of them, but one of them is officially homeschooling. And so we want to take you guys on an adventure to this really cool museum called the Reynolds Museum out in Wetaskiwin, Alberta, which is exactly 1 hour away from where we live in Edmonton. So this museum is not too far away, and it provides a plethora of all things machines. So if you are a car nut, or you're into farming or airplanes, like this international award-winning museum is all about celebrating machines. There is something here for every machine lover. I have two boys, so this place has definitely been on our list to go and check out. I would love to come back here and check out some of their events that they do. I was looking at some of them. There's one called Making Tracks, which is all about crawlers and tractors and snowmobiles. They have a car show. They also have a huge motorcycle one-day event, and they have a harvest festival in the fall. That sounds super fun. So I think that coming back here to check out one of these events in the future will definitely be something our family would be up for. This museum is open every day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday from 10 to 5. They do have a few exceptions with some statutory holidays, but otherwise they are open. Mr. Stan collected, oh look, Stan's first arrowhead. That's kind of cool. He collected it when he was 12 years old. Stan was a pilot. That's how he got started collecting stuff. He was a pilot, and then he moved out to Wetaskiwin, and then he started trading stuff. And he would trade anything. Holt Model 60. Crawler tracks. After testing his idea on 6 steam traction engines, the Holt Manufacturing Company began commercial production of the steam-powered paddle wheel traction engine in 1906. Although Holt Company shareholders were initially reluctant to allow the manufacture of gasoline-powered crawler tractors, by 1908 they were rolling off Holt's assembly line. In Alberta, these tractors were used primarily on large grain farms in the southern part of the province.
And this tractor was pretty good.
Hey guys, we're just wrapping up at the Reynolds Museum, and we were just out at the aviation hangar and displays. That was so cool. I love that they had so many interactive things that you could get in and out of and see how the airplane works, how the helicopter works. And yeah, the huge planes are always just so mesmerizing. It was really cool. But I actually really loved, probably the best was just seeing some of the old farm equipment displays that they had inside the Reynolds Museum. It was also quite chilly outside today, and so we didn't get to go and do the walk around and see the coal mining stuff or some of that old equipment, but we did explore a little bit of the airplanes that were nearby outside. And then yeah, it was just too cold, so it was definitely like a stay inside the museum kind of day, which was perfect. And my littlest totally loved seeing all things tractors, all things farming, so that was just super well spent time for him. We also went with a school group, so it was awesome to be able to get to do some activities. We were able to make some rope. We churned butter. They had like a milk a cow station, so you could learn how to milk a cow. And we got to make an old-fashioned toy as well, so that was really fun. Explaining complex machines. The lever, the wedge, the wheel and axle, the screw, and the pulley. We can go left or right into the theater. Which one should we do? All right, to the right. The Reynolds Museum offers opportunities for everyone to immerse themselves in Alberta's mechanical heritage. There are machines to sit in, movies to watch, and machines to marvel at. Some things that are there include exploring the Transportation Gallery, the Agriculture Gallery, the Reynolds Room, the Aviation Gallery, and the Coal Mining Display. You can sit in a Ford Model T touring car. You can explore the cab of a 1928 Adams motor grader. You can watch movies at their indoor drive-in. You can sit in a 1965 Hughes Helicopter, and so many more other cool opportunities. We went with a school group, so we were able to jump into some of the cool and interesting group activities. So we were part of the group. They gave a little introduction to the museum, and then they took the kids and split them up according to their ages. So they gave them age appropriate activities. So we were obviously in the very young kids section, so it was very hands-on. It was, pretending to milk a cow, making rope, making a little old style wooden toy. And then they just kind of set us free to explore the rest of the museum for the rest of the day, which was perfect because my kids had it in their mind which tractors they wanted to sit in. So we just went straight to sitting in vehicles and tractors and whatever else was on their list to check out. Stuff down there. Wilbur makes a decision. Frank, if we got a tractor and some other machinery, would you say stay on the farm with us? Dad, do you mean it? Sure I will, and you'll see. We'll pay it off in no time. Oh, he's gonna buy a tractor.
That's cool.
Wow. Pretend to drive it.
How much steering wheels there are?
Oh my gosh.
Why is there so many steering wheels? After let's get up. Ella? Diana? No!
That's cool. Oh, that's a toolbox. So if you needed to fix the tractor, you had your toolbox. A John Deere Syracuse spring tooth harrow. There is a barrier on the ground. Do you see it? You got to step over the barrier and then you'd get in trouble and they'd say, out of the museum. Look behind you, it's a John Deere. This green and yellow one. That's right. A John Deere tubular steel elevator. So it moved the grain. It moved all the grain. You pour the grain here and then it would carry the grain up.
But you could tractor pull it. There's a tractor.
That's right.
I wish we could buy that. But it's a toy. It costs how much money?
It is a combine. Cockshut Drive-O-Matic Deluxe Combine.
I wonder how you get in there.
It's got a barrier, remember? The Reynolds Museum is really cool because it has an absolutely huge collection of vehicles and machines in transportation, in aviation, in agriculture, and in industry. But while they don't put all of them on display, they have a huge database that you can search of just all the things that they collect that Stan Reynolds collected, which is really cool. And I think that during certain exhibitions, they will bring certain things out and have certain things on display. Steer the steering wheel, take me to the movies. You're such a good date.
The secret of the island. They find there is no escape from the inscrutable Han. Warner Brothers presents Enter the Dragon.
A Broadway smash that made theatrical history by becoming one of the longest-running musical comedies of all time, breaks loose on the motion picture screen.
Very. So it's showing you the difference with the rust and not, right? 1972 Oldsmobile. This is like their shop.
Some tractors are in there.
Yeah.
I think that's what they've been making.
He's making it really shiny.
That's so cool.
This is probably where they restore. I think we're in the race car zone now. 1905 Oldsmobile curved dash runabout. The Reynolds Museum explores our mechanical heritage through 4 mandate areas: transportation, aviation, agriculture, and industry. My youngest was the most interested in agriculture. We're in tractor land when we visited this museum, so it was perfect timing just to see these old style tractors, being able to climb up into their cabs, check them out, touch them, and then go and explore some of the other mandate areas. We actually ended up really liking the Aviation Museum portion, which was outside of the main museum area in the Aviation Museum. But there was just like lots of really cool hands-on stuff there, lots of planes and the helicopter that you could sit in, and they did a really good job like tying in a lot of principles and having them there. So I could see this being a really educational field trip for older kids if you're exploring something like Bernoulli's principle and stuff like that. They have a lot of really cool setups there to help fuel that educational fire and make it really tangible and something that your kids can remember and experience. While we didn't explore the industry side of things, because a lot of the coal industry portion of the machinery is outside on a large walking tour, the day we went was a little bit too cold for exploring outside, but we did spend the entire time exploring the Aviation Museum and the main Reynolds Museum itself, and it was so full and fulfilling that by the end of it, it felt like we had hit everything we possibly could have and then some. So I think if we came back and walked around outside, for one of those events that I had previously mentioned, I think that would be a really cool way to experience the rest of this museum that we didn't quite hit. Push it in. Yeah, it's connected. Can you guys give it one more turn? got to push all the buttons first.
I mean, absolutely.
That was the dilemma last time. And then the other person pulled it back and he wasn't ready.
Yeah, no, that's a challenge.
Okay, pull it back. Pull it back. Let's see what happens. Nope. You're not, you know.
I get it.
This is a 1965 Hughes Helicopter. Lincoln, you try and steer it a little. Oh, yeah. It's rough. Wouldn't driving a helicopter be a hard thing, hey? Oh, wow, look at that one. That one is so cute. Look how small it is. It's not a helicopter, it's different. Can you read it? Gyrocopter. 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 A blue one, a green one, and a yellow one. This is the Viking 104 glider. He's the primary benefactor and namesake of the museum, the Reynolds Alberta Museum. Stan Reynolds. Push it. Load it up. All right, Lincoln, make sure you're cranking the right direction. Yeah, good boy. Pop it. Thank you. Whoa. Jacob's J-Copter Simulator. Cool. Lincoln, you got one! I need more power. Wow, this is really cool. Like, you can view the whole thing from up here. Look at this guy and his old style one.
What?
This one, his old style one. Pull the steering wheel back towards you. Pull. Pull it. Pull hard. Like pull and lean back. Can you lean back?